welcome back to another great episode on KLB TV, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am your host, Ken Johnson, and we are talking about liar, liar. That's right, liar, liar, pants on fire. We all know that this little episode, this little charade with uh, Grandmaster Jay and the federales at the state patrol, state slave patrol, as he would call it, uh, is a farce. And so I think we should um, really just take a look, see, and really give an explanation. And I know the lawyers have thought about everything, right? And if they haven't, we're here to make suggestions. Now, I'm not a lawyer or anybody legal. I did self-study for 5 years straight, though. Not to pass the bar, but to uh, to win custody. And so, law is law, and it's really all about codes and affirmations, and that's what we'll look at. But we'll look at this picture first, right? I have it blown up over here. Let's go over here to it. And I may have to make that a little bigger for you guys. What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's make that really large. Enough so you guys can really see it. Because I'm just going to point out a few facts that I was saying in the earlier video, but I really didn't I wanted to at least circle them on the paper and, on the video so you can see where I'm talking about. Okay, now first off is this area here. We know, common sense tells you that, right? That the sighting is not going to be, or the accessory is to the side. It's a side view. You can see the cartridge here, and also here is really evident that he's not actually aiming in a defensive posture because it's on his shoulder. It's not braced on the inside, it's braced on the outside. In other words, it would pretty much rip your arm off in that position. His head is really not in line with the gun. As you can see, it's a little far away to be aiming at something particularly. And definitely over here in this one, his head is, like, there's no way possible you could be actually aiming at somewhere, right? The other people around him are obviously not aware. This guy here, everybody is just, if he was aiming at someone or potentially, aiming at someone, come on, get real, guys. Furthermore, we can look at the direction of the sun and the shadow. Here is, if we, draw, you can see the angle and the time frame is different. The camera angle is different, which might indicate the change in sun rays or shadows is what we're really looking at these things here. Guys, I guess I don't have to explain shadows, but okay, and that's really about it. He could have been, just checking his weapon, uh, checking floors. He could have been verifying that they were there. I mean, they did have communications. They did know that he was, I mean, if they say, he knew they were there. Well, yeah, maybe I'm checking to make sure you guys are on point, but I don't see how he could actually see anything. You guys don't see that either. Now let's get on with the business, the I'm not a lawyer business, and that'll be it. Let's go over here to what is an affidavit and how is it used. Okay, I think I could read it from here without, I better go to the page because I'm going to have to scroll down. At one point or another, just about everyone is required to sign some type of affidavit in the course of conducting common personal and business affairs. That makes it important to understand what affidavits are and how they are used. Simply put, an affidavit is a sworn statement of fact that can be used in a variety of legal proceedings, guys. Okay, so, and this is from Legal Zoom, by the way. I need to make sure you guys are there reading it, because, yeah, that is kind of far up, isn't it? Let's go back down. Okay, so the legal significance of affidavits. Everyone who has watched a television show about lawyers from Perry Mason to Boston Legal to Bull has seen courtroom witnesses swear to tell the truth. A lawyer often says to the witness, I remind you that you are under oath. If the witness lies on the witness stand, they can be prosecuted for the criminal offense of perjury. An affidavit is, let's scroll up a little bit, is a written version of swearing under oath, guys, to tell the truth, just as if you were testifying in a courtroom. The document is signed both by the person making the statement, called an affiant, and by a person who is legally authorized to administer an oath, such as a notary public or certain court and government officers. Signing an affidavit that contains false information can subject the affiant to criminal penalties. Therefore, before signing, it is very important to read the document carefully to ensure that the information is accurate and truthful. If the affidavit includes any statements that are the opinion or belief of the affiant, the fact that it is opinion or belief needs to be clearly stated. And then some common uses, guys. Court affidavit, self-proving will, affidavit of power of attorney, financial affidavit, affidavit of loss, documents, affidavit of identity theft. Okay, so basically, we just really have to understand law and the manipulation and codes of law, and basically it's their word against his word and his affiants, because if it's five, I think it's five officers that are saying this or that, but an affidavit of truth among 10, 20, 30, 100 other individuals would definitely cancel that out. That's what I use. I've used an affidavit personally, and so an affidavit of truth, and everything works out well. It's an affidavit of truth. So it's basically his number count. That's a count of 5 against 20 or 5 against 100. So it's not really a big deal. I never thought it was a big deal, but I don't, I would expect the legal team to respond a little quicker and show and prove that, or does he have to wait? I don't think that would be necessary, but He shouldn't have got arrested in the first place because they know that's stupid. The affidavit of truth will cancel all that, guys. You can get further information on the definition I used at Legal Zoom. Of course, I have the description, the link in the description in the box down below. So, like, share, subscribe. That's really it. It's get out of jail free card because we know it's a lie, and only thing we need to do is present the truth. You fight fire with fire, but that's no legal advice from me. Guys, like, share, subscribe if you are new. We'll stay tuned to what's going on and the efforts thereof. Go to the GoFundMe video and get the link to the GoFundMe to continue to donate until he, until we can see it, really, basically. That's really it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.